Friendlies can come up at 3K and then we can do like round table discussions. All right, so let me go ahead and do this. Yay, thank you. So that is taken care of. Thank you for doing that and checking on that Bluebee. All right, so Mia has a new setup. Yes, Mia has a new setup, and how does it sound? That's fine. Once you get over there, I'll add you. Does it sound less echoey than I typically do? Yes, no, maybe. It sounds better. Okay. So I moved upstairs. Uh, so we have that. And friendlies, you're more than welcome to come on up. I wanted to do this because I know even though like people, hello, let's see how this shifts on once you get up here. Oh, I mean, it shouldn't actually because it did still.
Say what now?
I was just seeing how it was going to shift once you got up here on mobile. So
Ah,
I see voters. That's it. Okay. Nope. And then we're going to move this over. Give us back to China. All right. Do you have any news you would like to share?
um, besides Cash Patel getting cooked, um,
Would you like to further elaborate?
what's his name? Hold on, let me see if I can find the.
Elaborate further.
Yeah, a New York Times journalist who was at the event last night, Sean McCreesh. Uh, he detailed like what happened right after the commotion started,
Mm-hmm.
saying that several things happened in quick succession. Tuxedoed agents pulled out guns and began running towards the ballroom. White jacketed caterers screamed and bolted for the stairwells. Pandemonium reigned as top cabinet officials were evacuated. RFK Jr. and his wife Cheryl Hines came out and were ushered into an elevator. Then Janine Pirro emerged. The FBI director Cash Patel came tearing across the hallway with two men in tow. His girlfriend was hiding in a room with another man who was holding her hand.
Why do I feel like I've heard that before, but in a different situation? But same people.
Hmm.
That is okay. All right. Well, glad everyone is safe. Yeah, I in the this is the thing about, and like I was telling you earlier, it just feels very yes, I saw Tapper's video, and the whole thing with that is the one thing that took me out with that video was the clanking. And then like I understand trying to secure the seat and make sure like nobody's under tables, but you're literally flipping tables. You know, it's just you. It's a lot quicker than just. But like hearing like the silverware clink and stuff, and I'm like, this looks very slow motion, like no sense of urgency. And when I used to cheer, we used to mark and then do full out. And the mark would be just knowing where you're going and then doing the dance moves and the motions. However, you weren't doing the stunts or the tumbling, and that's exactly what that reminded me of. Was marking the routine. Yeah, I was freshman year varsity, and I think I did one season of All Star. But that, and don't
I
get me
did cheer for
wrong,
one day.
you say you're gonna be a cheerleader one day.
I said I did. I did it for one day, my senior year in high school.
Was that like one of those like switch?
Yep, the powder puff football game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there's pictures of me in a skirt in our yearbook.
I love that for you. Is that when you knew?
When I knew.
Did you eat naan and pomegranate seeds that day?
No.
Oh, I thought that would have been like your exposure period. It sounded very much like, when um, what is it? The half light? No, never mind. Fuck it. I can't even think of what I hear it in my brain, but I can't think of what whatever. Anyway, so yesterday we talked about oh, I never turned my phone on. Yesterday we talked about the Roy, the representative down in Texas, or one of the representatives from Texas, wanting to go ahead and try to. He introduced, yes, Chip Roy. He wants to
Chip Roy.
Yeah, he wants to go ahead and introduce the Mamdani Act, which is actually the second Mamdani Act, because the first one that was introduced was about grocery stores. What the fuck? And that never made it to committee, past committee or into committee. They tabled it. Is there Roy Chip?
No.
Oh, she said save one different Republican. But like I said, acceptance.
Hey, Chicky.
What up, boo? Um, the other thing, the other thing that anybody is welcome up. So basically, I wanted to, no. The other thing I wanted to, yep, there goes my brain. Cue Usher. Still banned for 50 minutes is crazy. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. So I do want to run this as often as possible. Um, Hopefully get traction. Again, we are. Oh, that's good. There goes my brain waves. Add that to the list, to the lyrics. So I would like to push this in up until like until I can get actual call traction. I would like to just continue with um, friendly conversation and wait, you gotta. I didn't know you were timed out from the server. Oh, I was like, wait a second, what? So, yes, I want to make sure that we can have like friendly conversations about what's going on in the news. Um, and then the only time we troll is when they're trolling first. Um,
Yeah.
as they should have. What did you just say? Please don't. Please don't. Don't do that.
I mean, that'll get you some calls, especially from Trump supporters.
Oh, we just talked about that. You can come on up, Maddie. Do it.
On Reddit pages.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi, Mia. I just got off my live. No, Bubba's, don't eat the banana. Jesus
Not
Christ.
true. Don't put me on fucking TV Twitter.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know. I was talking about it a little bit today. I didn't want to like talk about too much of that because, Trumpers, they're gonna speculate, and I don't want to spread any misinformation. But all I'm gonna say is suspicious. That's all. That's all.
Yeah, I think I
It's just,
was telling Blue earlier that it was just a matter of like certain things just seemed like, for instance, the whole shots will be fired tonight, and then the Fox News or the Fox News phone call, and then it getting cut out in the middle of them talking or her telling what happened while she was in there. So yeah, that's just like it was just that's that's a wild coincidence, and I'm not taking away from any trauma that somebody may have experienced from hearing um shots, but at the same time they don't give a fuck about
children.
children firearm regulation. So like
They keep talking about Erica Kirk.
Yeah, that was
Talking
my
about
next
her.
question. That was my
They
next
keep saying
question.
like, oh, she's. You can only imagine the trauma. Like they keep acting like she was there when Charlie got kirked.
that's a big one. Like they do they that was out a lot. Like that one
They
pissed
keep
me
Well,
off.
someone pointed out, like, on a video about, like, saying, like, well, now Republicans, like, oh, they feel so bad for Erica Kirk because the trauma she must have experienced. Okay, so how do you think, children feel about every single day whenever they get shot in their schools? It's like we've been having these conversations for years now. I mean, years, right? Decades now about, gun violence and the trauma that children face and that we need gun reform to fix things. But it's y'all that continue to just be like, no, it's not a problem. We don't need to be voting on gun reform. We don't need any of that. We just need more security. That's fucking ironic. More security when, the security clearly failed. I mean, it's very obvious security failed. Or I'm sorry, very obvious. But I don't know. It's just a little coincidental that, now Republicans are like, it was so traumatic and, just, oh my God, just so traumatic things happened. And I'm like, oh wow. It's almost like, if you would just, I don't know, like take away someone's ability to be able to get access to a firearm, none of this would happen. That's ironic.
So one thing about it is like when it comes to like the trauma of that and stuff like that, it's just like I get it because that shit hits close to home for me. But at the same time, it's just like um, I don't know. How do I put this? The way people were moving was weird. Like it was very slow motion.
Trump failed.
They got Vance out first.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't like cover him until they didn't cover either of them until they got more so like behind the wall. So it was just like this is weird.
I also find a little weird too is that like I saw a video of like Secret Service members, coming down the stairs trying to figure out where the threat was, right? And someone was recording that. The way the Secret Service members handled that, it seemed very chaotic in a way. Like there was no like, like normally like when an active shooter is like in a building, they are, obviously they're rushing to find like where the threat is, but at the same time, they're also like checking, back, making sure like, okay, clear here, everything's good here. Like, they're checking. They weren't doing that. They were just running in plain blind sight, not knowing where the shooter was.
And I'm sorry, but like running down the halls. Also, hi everybody.
Hi,
Running down the halls,
Cheeky.
going, where is he? Okay, Joker, Batman.
But
Sorry.
you don't. I could be wrong. It's been a little bit, but like you're not supposed to move and cause more chaos when you're security. It's like.
And why did they have a POV camera every single time?
That's the other thing.
Like this is not CCTV. It was literally somebody recording.
And the fact that they were like some people, it just looked like they were
Except
sitting
the
up
Naruto
at the tables like this.
Yep.
And when other people are like midway ducked down behind the tables, and I was like, I'm about to be like digging underneath the table. I'm kidding, but
Did you see the one? Did you see the one that when they pan back and then like there's still somebody sitting eating?
yes,
It's like, listen, if I go, I go. I'm hungry.
facts.
I pay for the table.
Facts. Like that's kind of like something that I did. That's like when I was
To be honest,
like
I probably would have been like, I know it's not for me.
they serve dinner. I'm surprised it wasn't McDonald's. Let's be so fucking for real. Okay. Hey everyone, welcome in. If you haven't said your heart me, please do that. And then just keep tapping. Friendlies, you're more than welcome to come up. Political discourse. If anybody decides to call in, then so be it. Let it be. Again, we only troll back.
Also, like the announcement came up as I was recording one of the stuff during the concert. I saw the little pop up, and I'm like, I clicked on it. I saw the headline, and I said, "This is for a future Chicky problem." And then at that moment, maybe like 2 minutes later, Mom gets a notice in the in her watch, and she's like, "Did you see?" I'm worried about the concert right now.
Yo.
Yeah, people were messaging me saying like, "Did you see him? Like, is he did he get got?" And they're like, "No," and I'm like, "Okay, then I don't care."
No, dude, this is all set up, allegedly set up.
Like, stop messaging me about something where he's safe and sound and he escaped. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, he escaped, he's fine, he's safe and sound. I don't care.
But the whole thing is, it's like, what, this number 3 in 2 years?
Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
over it. Like, I'm not
Sure.
trying to be disrespectful, but like, I'm over it. Like, nobody wants to sit there and legislate guns. Nobody wants to sit, like, and I just think it's very, 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 very odd because places are scoped out, encased far enough in advance, and it's very odd.
Well, he contradicted himself. He said that, the facility, like where they were at, was not secure, which is why, they got to have that ballroom in the White House, right? Because, he got to promo that shit. Then proceeded 10, 20 minutes later to proceed to say, we had the best security. So did y'all have the best security or did y'all not? Because literally 10 minutes ago, you just said that the security was terrible and that we needed the ballroom because this is what happens when we don't have the ballroom, is because we don't have enough security. Like, which one is it?
Yeah.
They had like 3 types of security because it was like the event security, the Secret Service, and there was like one more, or like the DC part of DC Police or whatever. Like, you
Metropolitan.
mean to tell me this Lone Ranger?
And the quote unquote director of the FBI was also there.
Thank you.
But he was able to Naruto run right back out.
So, damn it. I knew where I was. Yeah, so that definitely threw me off. And thank you for the heart to me. So that definitely threw me off to the point where I was just like, did you send black hearts because I'm black?
What?
Hey, yo, what?
Damn, Justin.
Hey, yo.
I sent blue. I like the blue one. This one's my favorite. I like that color.
Yeah, I do that one. I sometimes mix it up.
I do that one. I did that one a lot when I was pregnant with Bubba's.
Are you the new Kayla? Because the hot micing is wild.
Oh,
What is happening
me?
with your mic?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. The fans are off.
No,
Cause I
it's
tried-
not.
It was rubbing against something.
Yeah.
Are we
Oh,
in your pocket?
it might be my sheet. I'm sorry. I'm under the covers. It's cold. It's freezing in here. I literally had to turn off all the fans in here because it's so fucking cold.
Oh, damn, she heard me.
Oh,
Right. They're doing the anatomically correct hearts.
That is.
not the heart.
That's. If that
Which
is.
Hi, Kayla.
I hate you. I hate you.
That is the tism.
Wow, I'm in the chat.
She's an aura.
I was up till 5 in the morning last night debating a Trump supporter. I'm never doing that shit again.
You keep doing this. I keep finding you. Like, I'm like,
I'm
what?
sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. It's. Oh my god. I'm not doing that again. I'm not. That first off, he didn't get dog walked. He got dragged. Like, dragged severely. This man said that Europe was a country.
I'm gonna let y'all know. I can't find where the fuck my comments are for YouTube. So, I mean, yeah.
Oh, I was like, how did you read Kayla?
Oh, I have my TikTok right here. But I don't know where my comments are. So if anything Hood Rat is going over there, best wishes, have fun.
Best wishes.
Honestly,
From when Chicky needs her inhaler.
I'm gonna let it be a purge over there. If like, you know.
I had to.
I'm so sick of y'all. Hey, everybody send your favorite 3 emojis in the chat. And I swear to goodness, first person who sends an eggplant is getting muted.
Now somebody's gonna send it.
Olive.
Of course. Not Sparky.
I really actually like that one. Because it could go either
like
way.
the nails one.
It could go with like, ooh, we were so close. Or it could be, you know.
I like the red flag.
The nail
The red,
that sparkles.
the red flag, the emoji where his eyes are like, because it's like, what the fuck did you just say? And then
Yeah.
a teddy bear.
Okay, think about this, Olive. Why is the worm in your most recent uses? Exactly. Good job. I am so proud of you. I'm glad we're locked in. Like you and I, we should. um. Oh wait, Olive wasn't here last night, was she? No, she wasn't. Um. Yeah, he called in last night, and we, because obviously he was a non-voter. Actually, I don't even think he told you that. But yeah, we had a discussion about that, and then I realized that I made up like the best analogy, or put whatever. So I was like, voting's like toilet paper in 2020. Like you were fighting over toilet paper. Hi.
That's so true.
I was like,
That's so true.
if you were gonna give up the fight over fucking toilet paper, like what you would have been itching. So don't give up the fight on voting.
Mia, have you ever tried Annie's mac and cheese? The brand?
Yeah, I have it downstairs.
Okay. Do you like it?
Do I? No, I don't have that one downstairs. I have Goodles downstairs because I think it's like protein rich. But I do like Annie's. My kids do. You just got to make sure you actually put the right measurements of butter and milk.
Because Bubba's likes I got him like the Spider-Man version one because he likes Spider-Man, obviously. And I tried it. That shit's nasty, in my opinion. It's just, it doesn't hit like Kraft does. I don't know.
You know what else is nasty? This administration, because we're talking political.
Sorry.
So that is
Sorry.
political because that's
the
organic.
ADHD. I apologize. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so this is what that brings us to a good point. So my question for y'all would be, how are you moving forward with regretful voters?
I try to be, because I had one today, but then he turned out to be a racist. So that was a little different. But I try to be like respectful.
Period.
She got oogie boogly, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, he was full blown racist. Because he said he was a regretful Trump voter. So I was like, in the beginning, I tried to be like respectful. Obviously, I tried to be respectful with them because I'm like, hey, I get it. Y'all were bamboozled. Maybe next time, don't listen to everything he says. Maybe actually listen to the opposite. Maybe like do research, right? Like I try to like give them information to be like, hey, do research. Don't listen to like the propaganda, right? And actually, like if someone makes a claim, right, regardless of either side, it doesn't matter what side, look the information up to see if it's true or not, right? That's what I try to do, unless they're obviously, terrible, and then I'm like, then I'm mean to them, but or if they're like he's eating his mac and cheese, or if they're like
I be
a
singing too when I
regretful,
be eating.
or if they're like a regretful voter where, because you know how we've gotten some regretful voters that regret their vote for Trump, but then they're like, I don't think I'm gonna vote in the next election. I will then be kind of harsh on them because I'm like, why? If that makes sense.
Yeah, like it makes a lot of sense because I think I get more frustrated with crunchy leftovers, and yeah, it becomes everyone is bought out. Like I get really frustrated with crunchy leftovers, and I get really frustrated with like people that are straight up like steady in there. I'm never gonna vote again, but I'm very unhappy with what's going on. What the fuck are we doing?
Like you're not gonna fix the issue, but then like you want to fix the issue and you're unhappy with what's going on, but like you don't want to fix it by not voting. And like that was something I was trying to explain to the guests. I'm like, you do like I understand people's hesitation when it comes to like presidential election because obviously electoral college bullshit. Completely get that, right? I still think people should still vote. right? But when we're talking about midterms and people are sitting here saying, I'm going to sit out the midterms, I'm like,
is it just sorry, Thick, is it just me? And is anybody over in my tubes chat? I can't find out because I have no idea what the fuck happened to it.
I'm like, why would you sit out of like the midterms? Like the midterms is like very important because like your vote actually matters. Like that's where we start making changes, starting from. Sorry, he's showing me the you know like whenever you do like the plane, the food.
Maddie,
Yeah.
I will fucking kick
Yeah.
you if you apologize for your child again.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Telling her that.
Like, I
yeah.
don't do that shit.
But yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't understand why people will sit here and be like, I'll sit out of the midterm elections when like your local elections do matter. That's how you make change, is voting in your local elections. That's where you start.
I said that last night to you. And I don't know. It's one of those things just like I know I get more frustrated when it comes to non-voters. But as of right now, I'm really not even that pissed off when it comes to like racist and shit. Like that shit doesn't bother me as much as it. I think it bothers. I think I'm gonna be honest. I think it bothers deconstructing white people than it does us anymore, because it's one of those things. It's just like, okay, like let's be so fucking for real. I can't fucking stand Candace Owens, right? Can't stand her, but I would never consider her to be low IQ. And
Oh, she's a grifter.
Yeah,
she knows exactly what she's doing.
Very manipulative, like very. But that's the thing. Like I wouldn't ever consider her to be low IQ, and that's one thing that frustrates me the fucking most is, I guess it really doesn't frustrate me. It doesn't really frustrate.
Who's trying to get me to turn the camera on?
I don't know. I just like you know who was trying to get the camera.
Why did you do that?
I'm not a mod.
Not you.
Oh.
They know who I'm talking to. But hey, chickie. Look at that round shoulder. I love me a chickie shoulder.
Last night and this morning, it's been hot.
I love my cheeky shoulder. What?
I said I love me a chickie shoulder.
Oh.
I was hyperventilating yesterday when she sent them pictures in the Discord.
You were hyperventilating. Did you have the inhaler on standby?
I had to use my nebulizer.
Oh, okay. Glad
It was such a fun night, though. I was so happy that we got to go.
Yeah, I saw clips of the concert.
No, like, hold up. Look how happy. Look how happy.
Hi,
well, you might want to get that thing that you just said that you had to use. You might want to get that.
I said that I have.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called. You might want to get it out.
Look how happy she was.
Oh, is that your mom?
Does anybody notice something? Look at the second to last comment.
Can't blame me. I'm powerless, he says with a mod icon.
That's a little. That doesn't make any sense.
I wonder if he's gonna catch on, but I'm pretty sure it was him. Oh, hold on.
Ooh. Y'all have the roof open, right?
Wait, what?
The roof was open, like, or
yeah, it's an open stadium.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, oh shit.
We technically can open our roof, but we choose not to, and it makes me really furious.
You know, every
It
stadium
was
doesn't
so
have a
cool.
roof, right?
Well, yeah, I know that. I know that. I know that. I'm just saying, like, our stadium that we have in Houston, we can open it
Hold on, where is
because we have before. And for some reason, we choose not to. It frustrates me. Oh, the space buns. I love that.
Yeet. Oh, you didn't see the.
Me look.
You're not seeing mine.
No, I
Here.
saw the pictures. I love the space buns. Okay, heels.
Trump. The same ones from the cosplay. I freaking love these boots.
Pop off. Did you
Trump.
kick somebody with those shoes?
Not for free. No.
Okay.
So no.
Hello.
Mm.
Anyway,
And then today I ran. I biked 10 miles today.
damn. You corrected
Because
yourself.
what to
before I
do?
could
What
make a
should you
joke.
do after a night in heels? Go biking.
Okay,
so distracted.
educational space. Yeah, okay, so I was about to, yeah, I got you, Monty. Thank you. So Trump wasn't, quote unquote, wasn't worried during the White House correspondence. Interesting.
So then why did he fall?
Sorry.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, Monty.
I'm getting emails left and right. Where is this? Where is that? And I'm just responding with, what is that? And what is this? Because I don't know what you're asking me.
I think as of right now, I think it would be a lot more. I'm echoing off of somebody's device. That's what that is.
I think it's because it's an empty room. So it's not
No, it's somebody's
it's
device.
not like a
No.
double echo, it's just an empty
there's-
room echo. That's why I said are you in a fishbowl?
Ayo,
No, I'm
chicken.
hearing a double voice.
Hello? What the fuck?
I want to hold a training meeting tomorrow. When are you available?
Oh, so you've been here this whole time and didn't tell me? I don't know what the fuck
It's
it is.
it's very quiet up here, but it's more pronounced in the chat. And it's only when you speak louder that I can hear it up here.
Okay, so basically No, Monty. I was just, my brain wasn't processing. My brain wasn't processing the I can't even say it. Like, it wasn't processed. Like, I know what it means, but like I can't say it. So I was just like, I know. I just, for some reason, my mouth won't go that way. So
Retributive.
retributive. Yes, there it goes. So I'm still not gonna put it in a sentence. So I think an educational space for non-voters. I think being a lot more practical.
Thank God. Sorry. I don't have to be at the change of command tomorrow. This weekend.
W. I think being, or something that would be more productive is, it's something that Steve and I have talked about and stuff like that. And it's just a matter of like talking to real life humans again. And yes, it does suck because we are at a place where we are suffering because more people voted against or sat out against sat out against this administration than the people who did vote. And if or who did vote for him. And the thing is, like, if we can't pull anybody out of the weeds, then we might as well go ahead and give up our toilet paper. like, I don't think it has to be, it doesn't have to be the knockout, drag out bullshit. Like, I get it. Like, but we know that there are going to be people who do, that are just stuck in their ways. We know that there are going to be people who are just straight up conspiracy theorists, and you're never going to be able to like get them out of that set. However, different approaches will work. And it just, like, it's kind of like, I think I give people 2 times to disrespect me, and then I'm just like, all right, let's rock.
I think one of the things that makes it tough to determine like what we want to do with them is that with Trump supporters, we know where they are. We know that they're immovable. We say it all the time. The conversations that we have with them aren't for them. It's not to try to change their mind. It's to educate the chat and what have you. When it comes to the quote unquote whatever regretful voters, with them, we don't know which way they're gonna go, and we end up like spending all this time like trying to educate them, and it's a coin toss whether or not they actually are willing to accept the information that we're providing them. And it's exhausting when we like go through all these things and they're just like, well, I still wouldn't vote for a Democrat. I'm still not going to vote at all. So it's like we put all of this, we invested all of this into them just for no return. So it's tough. Like, I'm not saying that we shouldn't be trying at all. I'm just like, I recognize that that's where it's weighing on us.
Yeah, that's exactly. And I think this is another great way. I know we're just having discussions and stuff, but if you all could continue tapping and sharing and all that stuff, that'd be great, because this will help, especially next time. Like I said, I would like to make this a little bit more consistent where we can have these discussions. I'm sure tomorrow is going to be a wild ride when it comes to news and basically things that come up that Monty can't get to, Olive can't get to, stuff like that is just stuff that we can sit and have a conversation for. And then it also allows us to kind of decompress after, having these discussions with Trump supporters. So it is one of those things. It's just like, I don't think I wholeheartedly believe in vote blue no matter who, because some people see it as like, that independent part, right? Especially when some people do have more traction in their area for the reps. So that's the only thing I don't think I'm wholeheartedly behind. However, I'm a humanist, so I'm just going to be like, that's just who I am. And I'm never going to be like, you know what? Yes, that conservative sounds great. No, that's just not in the cards for me. So but I do understand that, like, for instance, didn't Bernie run independent or try to run independent and then try to like scoot over to the DNC?
he he still ran as an independent,
Okay.
but because he caucused with the Democrats, he was still on the Democrat, like in the Democratic primaries and things like
Okay.
that nature.
So that's exactly. So when we're talking about more local to local and um, fuck it, when we're talking more local, yes, go for your independence. And I know some people are they go in as independent because they don't find themselves to fit under the umbrella of Democrat, Republican. However, I say start small. Like, don't do some dumb shit and write in Harambe on a federal fucking election. But start close to home. But as you go further up, I'm not saying give up all expectations, but I am saying compromise. Um, do you want people to fucking eat? Do you want people to have basic human rights? That should have already shifted you left. Um, and then being able to discern between like the dinos and rhinos, which I hate that fucking term, but at the same time, like I get it because we have encountered people that are so far left that they're literally just fucking conservatives. Like, it's literally what that is. And I don't know how that happens, but I don't understand how their line became a circle, but whatever. Um, but those are the types of conversations I would like to encourage, and then us being able to have like that, because I mean we've talked about a few things. Like when I was in the group chat when we were talking about the fires, like there were a couple disagreements on like the viewpoint of it, but we all got to the same conclusion. So after, typing it out, talking it through, stuff like that. So I would definitely like to keep on that path. And if you see a controversial ass fucking news article when it comes to things that would be connected to politics, everything, bring it to the next round table, And this would also very much be helpful with taking out that overwhelming, overstimulating feeling that is the news every single day. Every single day. And so I would like to open that up to friendlies where the phone line is open to non-voters. So, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah. So something that was that Christina was actually here in Memphis a couple of days ago, speaking with the like community leaders and the city hall and whatnot, and they brought to people's attention that there was in the recent state budget, Republicans of Tennessee cut back efforts they cut back $30 million in funding for violence prevention programs for Memphis. There were supposed to be two $15 million allocations and that were designated for workforce development and community violence intervention programs in high crime areas, and they just cut it. They're just withholding it, which is par for the course. They did the same thing with our education department here. that there was federal funding that was assigned to them, to the state, to distribute, and they were supposed to distribute it to Memphis, and they just decided not to. They keep doing that, and then pointing the finger at our blue city and being like, this city is doing terrible because the Republican people in our state Congress are withholding the funds from this city. And this apathetic voting state is like the reason why that those Republicans are in those seats is because people don't vote. People don't vote on a local or state level. And this state had a Democratic majority Congress in like 2012 was when it last had a Democratic Congress and a Democratic governor. And then people just stopped voting. And just everybody, it's started going red everywhere. It's extremely frustrating. Also, guineas are friendly.
Huh?
He's always getting.
Nah, call a number. Fuck. Wait,
You know how long
what
I
the
got him
fuck?
to talk on microphone on Overwatch? Shit. I'm going to shut up.
What the fuck was Natty talking about? I heard that.
Maddie?
Lynette.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm ordering food. I'm trying to figure out what I want to eat.
I got pizza for my kids because
I don't see Lynette's comments.
No, Bubba's is gonna eat something here because he don't want anything to eat. But I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to eat. And low key, these shrimp and grits kind of look good. But then this other dish looks good too. So I don't know what the fuck I want to eat.
All right, so I feel like I'm going crazy because it sounds like it's feedback. I just want to let y'all know that Cuck gets his shit back here soon. And he will be formally apologizing to Moth. Anyway, so I want to be able to continue having conversations. Like I understand people get a nice adrenaline rush from, a crash out here and there, because sometimes they be funny. But like at the same time, it's just like, are we getting anywhere? Like that is like the truest of the true questions. Like, are we getting anywhere with it?
It's also exhausting. It's exhausting.
Yeah. It takes a mental toll, like especially when yeah, that's true. Monty, do you want to come up? Like, what are we doing? So, okay. Yes, they will welcome them with, I ain't see nothing, I ain't hear nothing. All right. But so one thing I would like to conservatives will welcome them. But I encourage people to, God damn. I will encourage conservatives, or not conservatives, non-voters, or people who are just, feeling disenfranchised. I would encourage them to challenge themselves in spaces. Like, it's one thing to just be like, oh, that's just wrong because I've never experienced it. Challenge yourself to actually look into things and take. That's how I know my meds are wearing off. I encourage looking into things and like. I'm about to go fucking catch a train to fucking New York. Sorry. So I would like people to make sure that they are challenging themselves. We challenge ourselves every day. Because, like, for instance, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, well, that wasn't that bad. Like, when the Iran shit did not kick off 6 months ago. It's like, damn, we might have been wrong. But the thing is, we weren't wrong because it kept fucking with them. So it's one of those things that we just like, I encourage non-voters, disenfranchised people, and so like to just challenge yourself for a little bit and be like, are you really accepting this as being your life or your children's future, or like, because that's the thing when it comes to just like health. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. It takes a lot faster for you to feel sick than for you to feel better. When like that virus or whatever is gone. So it's going to take work. It's going to take a toll on us. It's going to take a toll on the people that haven't voted. It's going to take a toll. But you know what's going to take even more of a toll? Sitting here and being complacent. Sitting here and just being like, well, another 3 years. Because that, I don't even want to, like, I see how far we have regressed in this 1 year. I don't even know. No. I don't even want to sit there and attempt to imagine another full year of this shit. Okay.
I also feel like we have to, while the Republicans will open or will accept them with open arms, they also flee to the Republicans with open arms, while it feels like we have to prove ourselves to them. Like they are more willing to go to the Republicans because they feel like there's some, I don't know, because it doesn't take thought.
That's why I'm saying I encourage people to fucking challenge themselves.
So it's not just that just because the Republicans are like, we know they're not accepting. We know they're not welcoming, but they will like let them in because they're fleeing to them. Just because they need numbers more than anything, because they can't run on policy. So they will run to the Republicans because they don't have to think about anything. They don't have to consider they like a mindless army. They don't have to consider the like, is this like better for the community? Is this better for the nation? No, I think it's better for me. And that's the long and short of it. it's gonna be better, potentially better for me. I see rich folks over here, so maybe I'll be rich too if I go run to the Republicans. But then when they if they approach us on the left, they have all the questions. That's when they're like, "What do y'all have to offer?" Like, what has a Democrat ever done for? They don't ask that about the
Yeah, I
Republicans.
was just about to say that. And so that's something else I thought about when I was like editing my video earlier. Um, when talking about how just um, the Virginia stuff was mailed out, right? And I had 9 in total mailers in the course of what, a little over a week? I mean, a little less than a week. 9 mailers total. 5 of the 9 were from the conservatives. And that's when black people became important. That's when black and brown people became important. And 2 of them were left leaning, and 2 of them were nonpartisan. Just an alert that, hey, there's a special election coming up. And we're not allowed to sit there and acknowledge. We're supposed to get over racism and the ways that our communities have been disenfranchised when it comes to voting. We're supposed to get over that. But they were very quick to use that when it came to gerrymandering and the history behind gerrymandering. They wanted to use that to try to win a vote. Every single one of those things had black people on it with they want to take away minority voices. I think one of them had pictures from Jim Crow era.
It's all part of the Gish Gallup's strategy. It's all part of the flooding the zone with shit. Just they rapidly put out misinformation. They rapidly put out these claims with nothing to back any of it up. But because they said it, their base and a lot of non-voters will just eat it. And then we're left trying to combat this, and this, and don't have time to cover everything because there's too much to cover with an individual person. Like we hear all the time, they'll come up here claiming that they're a non-voter, that both sides are bad, but everything that they say is a Republican talking point.
Yep.
Everything they say is the problems that they had with how Kamala became the candidate when they weren't going to vote for her anyway. Everything they say is how Biden caused 9% inflation across his entire term. Like they have all these talking points about that they get from the Republicans, and then like they don't ask the Republicans to back any of it up. They ask us, or they tell us what they quote unquote know, just because they heard it from the Republicans.
I'm gonna be honest. 2022 wasn't that bad.
Nope.
Like, the only thing that was that bad was like gas, but it wasn't that bad. And
But folks weren't driving.
I was a solo parent in 2022. Had just found out I was pregnant with my third. And I was thugging it out, but like that's just because my family had a little hiccup in April timeframe. But other than that, like, and I didn't get my VA back pay stuff until I think September. But 2022 was not that bad. And maybe I say that because I felt safer in 2022. I didn't see, or there was not so much just like panic around, you know, is somebody going to get snatched up, anything like that. It was like the normal black people stuff, like, oh, don't get pulled over.
Pretty much, yeah.
Type of thing. Whereas now I hate leaving the house. I hate driving past a cop. And I had gotten pulled over. Hi, Eric. I had gotten pulled over, and I remember this was in when did we open? I think we opened in September. So I think this was in August, July or August. And it wasn't even that I had gotten pulled over. It wasn't the fact that I had gotten pulled over. It was the fact that I was terrified because I had gotten pulled over in on a back road. And it was going to start getting dark soon. I was fucking terrified. And I just started sobbing because I didn't know. Like, I had just gotten off the phone with my son, and I was very concerned that I wasn't going to make it home to my kids. So,
which is that would have been the case if Hillary had won. That would have been the case regardless of who was the president. So that was that's just a normal black experience.
Yeah, but like this one was just intensified because of everything that was going on, you know, like with everybody, like with them collaborating with police, because at that point we still had fuck for brains. Can't even think of what his name is. I'm so glad I forgot. Youngkin. We still had Youngkin. So he had already agreed with the administration to have or to require law enforcement to work with ICE. And Spanberger rescinded that her first day in office. I can't even say first day, like first half a day, because the first half of the day was, she went straight and signed it right as she was being inaugurated. So but yeah, that shit was it's just, it gives a different element of terror. And another thing is just like talking about my sexuality to my PCM, because I do get care through the VA. I'm like, can I say this? Like, can I, like, I don't know if I can talk about this, because if you put this in my fucking, like, if you put this in my chart, am I going to lose my fucking VA benefits? So yeah, it gives a different, like, hearing people be so fucking dense and just like willfully dense about like the damage that is being done to communities. It's earth shattering for me, because I've always, and I think it might be because I am a masking person. So I blend where I am, And so that also makes me an empath. What do you want? Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. You're not in a private room.
I think that it's really frustrating to see non-voters and quote unquote regretful voters that they have the whole two wings of the same bird and all that kind of stuff rhetoric claiming that the both parties are the same and that neither it doesn't matter which side you vote for, they're all going to do the same thing. But when you try to like dig down into why they say that, they don't have any specifics for about the right. There's nothing specific that they can point to. No policies, no uh not even like rumors or falsehoods that the right would need to debunk. Just they just have nothing to say about the people on the right. But that same person who's claiming it's two wings of the same bird, like, has all of the smoke for the left. They have all of the talking points. They have all of the stats that they misquote. Like they have all that stuff for the left. There's just we're just stuck trying to debunk everything before we can even get to the point of telling them what is actually going on.
Yeah. And it's just like it is, I mean, it is a lot of labor. Um Monty and Olive do it daily. Um it is a lot of labor. And but I do kind of want to get back to just, being human. Like
Yeah.
I want to get back to like I don't, but the thing is I don't even know if it's possible. I don't know if this is going to I don't know if it's possible. It's the worst
The
part about
damage
it.
this the damage that's been done, not just to like the government and like the law, but the damage that's just been done to the social fabric of being able to have a conversation with other people about politics. It's gonna take decades to repair.
Um yes, however, I will say that I am grateful. Oh my god. I will say that I am grateful for the open discussions of when it comes to politics, because it's something
Yeah.
that, I mean, I think a lot of us, are accustomed to is just like, oh, you don't talk about politics, you don't talk about who you voted for, and I'm like, no, we need to talk about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only, because I would see certain things and I'm like, oh, I guess I can't talk about this, but what the fuck. But now it's just like, no. And especially when I was working at the recovery centers, I felt like it was even more important to talk about politics, because I'm like, y'all voted this way, but this is how you make your income. These are funds that are going to get stripped. Like, I'm not, like, this is how you make your money. So if they're cutting funds and cutting like coverage when it comes to certain things, when it does within the recovery world, what happens? You're not going to get paid. People won't get treatment. So it's just, like, please tell me, how did you benefit? It's the bigotry.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll make the claim of no tax on tip, no tax on overtime. My wallet got bigger, blah blah blah. It they can't really point to the math on that.
That's another thing that, like, I was I was listening to Steve's live one morning, and Obi was like, made a really valid point. Just like, this was just, or that is just a great way for it's just a great way for employers not to offer overtime, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people started getting letters or notices from their companies that they would no longer be offering overtime. So it's just like, get your work done when you're here, and if you don't stay after, I don't know what else to fucking tell you.
Yeah, like mine hinted at, hey, let's start trying to get back to the 8 hours a day, even though I'm literally the only one that does my job.
This is these are just small steps back. I mean, they're actually but these are steps back when it comes to workers' safety or workers' protections. And it seems very minuscule, but it's not.
And one of the Iran diss tracks that came out a few days ago, one of the lines was, "They build the cage so slow you thought it was your home."
Yes, I saw that one. And it's true.
Yeah. They've been chipping away at workers' rights, at civil rights, at just all of our rights, little by little, for so long. The only reason there's such an uproar right now is because Trump accelerated everything.
Yeah.
With his EOs and on his first day. Just over the course of this administration, he's been going so quick and so hard at all of our rights that now people are actually taking notice. But we've been losing ground over so much time, that just so little by little over so much time, that people just felt like that's the way it is. That's the way it's supposed to be.
But it's not. It's not supposed to be like this.
No.
It's not supposed to feel like it shouldn't be that a basic staple in the average home costs more than the federal minimum wage. It shouldn't be that way.
Oh.
And hi Midwest. So, and that's where I struggle, because to hear people sit there and talk about, oh, well, people need to get off their ass and work. It's just people are, but they still can't afford basic necessities.
Yep. The minimum wage was established to be a living wage. It was supposed to increase with inflation.
Yeah.
Like the entire purpose of his existence was that somebody was supposed to be able to be on a minimum wage and still be able to afford to take care of their family.
Or at least be able to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Like people keep on trying to denigrate like low wage jobs as low skill jobs, but there's no such or unskilled jobs is what they try to call them, but there's no such thing as unskilled work, unskilled labor.
If you have to be trained on it, then it needs skill.
Right. And like the one of the subtext of the Substack that I wrote about this was if McDonald's is if McDonald's is for teens to work, then why are they open during school hours?
Some are 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Or
like
were.
if they're not,
I know the pandemic caused a lot of companies to stop doing their 24 hours, but still, at one point, because I worked the 24-hour ones.
Right. Like if they weren't meant for adults to be working those jobs, then why are they open during hours when only adults would be able to work?
Yep. Hi, Sunkiss. So
hey, Sunkiss.
And I think I get really frustrated with like, we were just talking about minimum wage and how people can be disparaging toward people who work in fast food, because they say it's for teenagers, but it's open during school hours or school hours, and yeah, that's what that was.
The usual.
Yeah. I do want to talk about the education around around different economic and social structures as we grew up. So I remember growing up, and every single history class was like, oh yeah, well, this was our enemy during this time because, well, communism.
Yep.
Yeah.
And seeing the Chip Roy release, that reminded me of everything, because I'm like, how do you include socialism in there? Like, the military, like, I know people hate when I say this, is like, the military is basically fucking socialism. We protect our own bases. we protect our own bases. We run our own defects. Like, it depends on the base, I guess.
Yeah, because we do got contractors for some of them.
Yeah, contractors have become a lot more prevalent. I will say that. But it was the operation of it is, I would say, the basics of socialism. Like, you were paid enough you had a basic pay, you had housing pay, and you had food pay. Your basic necessities paid for. Once a year, you have a uniform pay.
Yep.
So your basic necessities are like, you should be set. And the worst part about that is, even with all of that, you still would have E6s and their families needing to apply for social services. Because
I'm sorry, the fact that vision and dental is separate from our... Why?
Like...
It's like, oh, get TRICARE. Okay. Then you also have to get for vision. Then you have to get for dental. Wait, why isn't TRICARE all under what?
Exactly. And I mean, that's for any insurance. Like, why am I, like, why is it that, like, not everything is covered, but the thing is, you could still get the same additional coverage through the same company, the same insurance company. However, it's not the same. Like, your numbers are going to be different. Like,
Yeah.
and we don't have to live like this.
Vision and dental is not healthcare, Mia.
Which is wild. I'll give you dental. I'll afford you dental. No, hold on,
Good.
wait.
Good infection.
I know we'll take you out, but that's why I put it in quotes. I'll give you dental because, but the thing is, when you call a doctor's office and they're just like life, limb, or eyesight, so please tell me how that's not healthcare.
Yeah, my mouth hurts, but I can still function. You know.
And if
Can
I
you
can't
do without
see,
my
I
eyes?
can't fucking see.
Hold on. This way.
Right, like. And then you wonder why so many of us adults have fucking like our like glasses wearers and shit. Like why there's more 4 eyes now than back then. Cause they didn't give a fuck about our eyes. So I just want to point that out. And it's just like it's the simple things like that. It's like who the fuck decided, you know what? Data centers. But the owners of the data centers don't have to pay for the electricity of the data centers. Huh? Like, I'm good with internet and research. I'm good. I'm good with it. Yes, we can work alongside AI, but like, not for the sake of like me coming out, paying, I think $120 more in my electricity, just to make sure that my kids have a climate controlled house or place to live. Because they be using their tablets, so we don't even like. I think my TV or this is like the only real like actual electricity that I really use other than climate control. Because I also have an iPad, so if I'm watching something, it's typically on my iPad or on my phone. So Wi-Fi and climate control. So why am I paying upward or close to $300 for electricity? People that have particular like reservoirs and stuff for water sources, and they're using that same thing for the data centers.
The NAACP had sued XAI over that because, again, one of the few things that we can brag about here in Memphis is having some of the best tap water in the country because of our reservoirs.
Mm-hmm.
And they were trying to use our reservoirs, and that was going to not only use up the water but also pollute the water, and they were polluting the air. And that, I don't know if people are aware of this, but pollution disproportionately affects Black and brown neighborhoods more than anybody else.
Oh yeah.
Always has. Black and brown neighborhoods always had or the power lines. Those were like the last ones. Like if they are still above ground, Those are the last ones to get touched.
Yep.
And so it's just, we sit here and we think about like, it's all connected. And I feel very much like conspiracy theory-ish, but then everything goes back to politics. Your quality of life goes back to politics. If someone is born with a genetic disorder, it goes back to politics. What's going to be covered?
Yep.
Are they gonna hold these insurance companies accountable? In what way are they going to be held accountable? So then, or, you could cut out the middleman and provide health care. And if you, instead of putting so much money into like the military, which doesn't go to the people of the military, y'all. Like whenever they say like fund the military, it's not the people, it's not the troops.
Yeah. We don't get shit.
It's the boom booms.
Mm-hmm.
The boom booms that literally take forever to make, but like gone in a matter of minutes.
It takes so long to make. It takes a lot to make. It takes a lot to use. We are losing financially.
Yeah.
In wars.
Like there is, the only people benefiting from this are the 1%ers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And on top of that, the DOD, they don't pass audits. So when we talk about fraud, we can measure the fraud within social programs because that's what was caught. That means they're doing their job. Nothing's going to be 100%. Nothing will ever be 100%. Not even most of these people's fucking spelling tests ever in their fucking school history, but I digress. Oh gosh, y'all.
Oh boy.
I just wanted to see if it worked. I'll leave
He was
because
gonna be an op.
I could be an op.
You are not.
I know, sorry. I also waited until Mothra left to come up.
That's fucked up. That is so fucked
Wait,
up.
what did he say?
Hold on.
No, not here.
Did we see what?
Not here. Not here.
Okay.
Oh.
So,
Anyway.
but yeah, it's just, all of these different things are definitely together, intertwined, all that jazz. And nothing's going to be 100%, but we can actually do things. Yes, Monty. And that was one of the biggest like things that I really locked into when I was listening to A People's History. I really locked into that because they had demonized anything that wasn't capitalism for the longest fucking time. And when they did the survey back in, I think it was the Reagan era, or I think it was the Reagan era when they did the survey. They did two different surveys. One was the social programs were called welfare. Scored like 13% positivity. The other one, social programs, were explained without having a name to them. And they got I think it went up to like 80 something percent. Hi Ari. Please don't
Hey, Ari.
hate me.
Oh,
I'm exhausting. I'm an exhausting person, y'all.
Hush.
The boss is here
Why would I hate you?
because I'm exhausting.
Hush.
Oh, I just realized. So, sorry, random thing here. And also, being exhausting isn't a reason to hate somebody. That's a very childish thing. I'm not that childish, and also, you're not exhausting.
That child.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not that childish. I am a child at heart, 100%. Ooh. Anyway, so I got a new phone, and I upgraded it, right? And
Do we
my
need to
glitch
text
talk.
you?
No,
Okay.
no. I mean, technically, yes, y'all should. For those that have my number, you should text me, because Anyway, I purposely did not port over all my messages because I wanted to start fresh. Anywho, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, my glitch talk no longer glitch talks between these two devices.
okay. Mine still does a little bit.
No. So I see Mia's look of confusion. So, with my Samsung S22 and my Samsung S24, when I'm in TikTok on the exact same account, right? So this one with my purple or my blue liberal hair, okay? I could literally be in two different lives at the exact same time. I could even be on two panels at the exact same time
What the hell? With the same account?
with the exact same account. Chicky, you've known about this. I showed this glitch talk on Brett's panel.
What? I was
So
there?
I never texted
Yeah.
you back last night. So I was like, oh, Ari really just don't want to fuck with my emotions.
Because you were supposed to text me back and you didn't? Oh, you left me on a draft. Got it. That makes sense. That makes sense. I've done that before, obviously. Someone texted me, whoever texted me. I assume that's Mia hitting send. No, that's why I was like, you're not exhausting. I'm not mad at you. I've been busy today though. I've been so busy. Then did a stream, and now I'm trying to finish up my laundry. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I saw that. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna try to run. I need to figure out times. I am dual streaming. However, I do have to do the window capture rather than the way that you told me, because when I do it that way and use the OBS camera on my studio,
Mhm.
as soon as I start my stream on OBS, my camera freezes over on studio.
right. So here's the thing with that, right? You have to get the tube started first, and then you can use a virtual camera for studio. So like I start TikTok last.
I
Or
wonder
if
where I
you-
heard that from.
Hmm.
Probably me.
No.
Or if
Well,
you
that's how Monica does it.
yeah, money.
No, I said it. And Blue was like,
Oh.
nah, I wouldn't risk it. I was like,
But
okay, I'll try.
I mean,
I said I didn't think that it would make a difference. I wasn't
oh,
aware.
it does. It absolutely makes a difference.
Okay.
So it's okay. This is why,
Now I
I've
know.
become the techie of sorts. Even though I'm not great with technology, but I know this stuff.
Speaking of that,
Did you try turning it off and turning it back on?
I actually
the other
did.
way-
I did that a lot.
Yeah. So the other way you could do it too is you could get started on TikTok first. You would just have to briefly turn off the virtual camera and then hit start to go live, start streaming in OBS to go on the tubes, and then you could restart your virtual camera. That would be the only workaround.
Okay. So,
That's what Polly did tonight, because he got started on TikTok first.
okay, I would just need, just let me know at some point. Don't worry, tubes. We'll get back to politique, TikTok.
Oh, did you get your phone working?
My what?
The call-in number,
Yeah.
so everyone can hear each other.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Nice.
if you want to test that out to make sure I set it up correctly today, I haven't
Did
gotten any
nobody call
calls.
you?
I haven't gotten any
Oh,
calls today, but I did it last night.
luckily, I got 2 phones. I'm killing myself.
I have an iPad.
But yeah, I did run it yesterday or last night after I sent you that long stream of thoughts.
Thoughts.
I'm actually very surprised I did continue to like try to figure it out because I got to figure out where my windows are.
Wait, did
Where's
you
my
take a test tomorrow?
mouse?
You may want to start with that.
Yeah. I'll
Wait, so do you see the
answer
taskbar?
eventually. I'm just gonna call you back because I couldn't find my mouse.
You couldn't find your mouse, and I gotta call back again.
No, I'm calling you.
Okay.
Oh,
Hi.
Okay, you're you.
very low.
All right.
Mic check
Hello?
1 2.
Oh, there's Blue.
I am here.
There's Chicky. I'm not gonna test myself because that's just
There's like
gonna
a little
create
delay.
That would be ridiculous if you did. All right, but yes, it works. I figured it out and I took pictures, so I need to put it down on my notes so I can delete those pictures because storage. But
Okay.
There is a delay though.
And you did it without a mixer?
oh no, my mixer. I figured out that I don't even know what I did with my mixer. I think I just uninstalled it and then reinstalled it. But I did it
Oh,
without loopback.
okay.
So all free
Okay, yeah,
products.
because I was gonna say I know that costs money. So
Did the chat hear, Adi?
Hi.
Nobody-
Monty, did
well,
you
that-
hear that? I'm pretty sure they did because I have it set
I
up
feel like they
where
would have said
yes.
something. Alright.
So yeah, it's something that is there. Shout out to Blue for helping me today
yep.
set up vertical, even though
Yeah, just one thing wrong. We won't hold it against him.
Oh, she will.
I won't. I'm
No.
good. I already told, like, Blue gets massive W's for the other day anyway.
What'd you do?
The stalker.
I was there.
You were.
Mm-hmm.
I was there.
Oh boy.
You hosted, and your face was, and I, what? Your face was very much a what, like, whoa.
Hi, Bofa. Let's see how you offend me today. I cried to Blue for hours.
It was so traumatic. I had to console her.
What was traumatic?
Yes.
Yeah,
But
that's helpful.
yes, so I have this set. I just gotta I just have to see.
Sorry.
I might just email you at this point. Whenever I just make a list and at the end of the week send you an email and see what you can and can't help me with.
Oh, okay. I have to reset up all of my icons. I didn't do any of that stuff yet, so. Now I gotta go back to. No, I'm not signed in. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Ooh, okay, cool. I can sign into all of my other accounts. Watch me. It's okay. I'll go back to watching people on multiple accounts. For now. I still have my older device, so I can still utilize the glitch talk when I'm on Wi-Fi.
Why do you want to be on 2 panels at once?
don't know.
Just because you can? Okay.
Yeah. Why the fuck not? You know what I mean?
I mean, it is helpful, especially when you're trying to send a raid.
I mean, it doesn't work when I'm live on studio, but
Oh, damn. Never mind.
that's the
Samuel-
thing. It doesn't work.
It's the Jurassic Park quote from Jeff Goldblum. They were so caught up on whether or not they could, they never thought whether or not they
They
should.
should.
It's like when you get to do something that you're not supposed to. It's just like, I love a good
Yeah.
glitch.
Also, what was I gonna say? TikTok did not like the beginning of my stream today.
Oh,
We were
TikTok
talking
never
about
likes the beginning of my streams.
we were talking about what happened on at the end of 2020 in November. You know, that thing. It starts with an E.
Mm-hmm.
Trump still says it was, you know,
mm-hmm.
starts with an S.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm not saying it. It already happened once. I'm not doing it again.
I got the E one. The S threw me for a loop. I just
think she
included
called-
it all together already, so that one threw me for a loop.
Yeah. So, I proposed something where I said that. So you're telling me that E's are only S when it's under a Republican president, but not when it's under a Dem president. Got it.
So that's another thing is, yes, when we're talking about the contests, and a lot of people, like we talked about earlier with like my video about how so much money is put in, I want people to talk to their, like, call in if they don't see it already on the agenda. Like, talk to your people that are campaigning this year specifically. Please ask them what they want to do about the money in politics. Taking money
100%.
out of politics only benefits us, because that means you get more everyday people like us, so your voice has a better chance of being heard, and you don't end up with nepo babies that have never known how to grocery shop or never known what it's like to be in working customer service.
A corner store. I've never heard of that.
Right, a bodega?
A bodega. But I bet he knows what a bidet is.
Oh my god.
I doubt it.
He probably doesn't use it because he also thinks, you know, that back there is.
The no.
Oh, I can't wait to post my short. I have to finish it out. It was from yesterday when I compared votes to toilet paper in 2020. You would fight over toilet paper, but you won't vote for your rights. That's wild.
Were they bringing up Venezuela and not having TP? Because I've heard that before with.
What?
What?
Yeah. People, I've had someone be like, yeah, we liberated Venezuela. Did you know they didn't have toilet paper? And it's like, did you know that the majority of their households in Venezuela have bidets?
What the?
I had not heard
Yeah.
that talking point before.
Y'all know I get the crazies.
Mm-hmm.
You really do.
Yeah, the crazies that hate the Muslims. Why does he say it like that? Muslims. But yeah, I think this would be, I don't know, I gotta figure out timing, and I still gotta figure out what Olive's doing with her timing, so.
Timing for what?
So I can figure out my schedule
Schedule for what?
going live.
Oh, okay.
So I just trying to figure things out without stepping on toes. This part.
I mean, technically, you're always going to be stepping on somebody's toes.
I hate capitalism.
No, it's just that there's not enough hours in the day and people have to sleep at some point. I don't think it's capitalism. I think it's just that there's not enough hours in the day and people sleep.
Am I not a person?
You are a person. You sleep. Even if you don't feel rested, you sleep.
You don't know that.
I do, because you would literally be dead if you didn't get any sleep.
Yeah. Science.
I take naps. I don't like sleep. So,
Naps are sleep.
no.
I took the most amazing hour nap today.
But anyways, I'm gonna get off of Tube so we can listen to some music and bullshit over here. So, bye, Tubes.
That's why I'm sorting
Thank you to my 3 viewers. That might be me.